reality of wrestling, the flagship of Texas wrestling.
You just can't see it anywhere else.
This 15 feet in the air. Brian takes him up top. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God.
Will testify.
Welcome to the reality of wrestling. Matt Topolsky alongside Brad Gilmore for the row. You grabbed your pen this time, Brad. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special edition of the row this week because the reality of wrestling tag team titles are up for grabs. It's a new era. We have a new heavyweight champion and we have new tag team champions in the pool. They defend those titles against Team Death Bear, Brad.
Team Death Bear, an amazing tag team, the Cool, definitely impressive, but the wild card is always Stevie Ray.
Absolutely, and we have to take a look back, recap, if you will, what has happened with Rob Barnes taking out X. We've never seen this side of Rob Barnes before, and in addition to that, he broke Gustavo Mendoza's arm.
Yeah, we can officially confirm that Gustavo Mendoza's arm was not just broken, it was shattered.
Absolutely, but we're going to get to the action and we're not going to waste any more time. The tag team titles are up for grabs and so much more this week on the reality of wrestling.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Washington, D.C., weighing at 300 pounds, he is the thoroughbred Sean Studd.
The second generation giant, the son of Big John Studd, the thoroughbred, and a man who recently has sent a clear message to the reality of wrestling roster and the Row Nation that he is here for a championship and nothing less.
Hey, and he deserves it. I'm going to be honest with you. This guy deserves it. He's got the size, he's got the ability, he's got the strength. Today he has a very big challenge.
Weighing in 185 pounds, Regan Jackson.
Look at that. Look at Mr. Jackson right there. I'm telling you, I mean, these two match up physically.
Do you need glasses? Are you wearing contacts right now?
Well, I do have a slight astigmatism.
Little fuzzy in here for you?
Those lights are bright, TP. I think this is fair. I like this. This is good.
Well, Sean Studd has asked for this. An invitational, an exhibition, if you will, for Sean Studd. Opening a challenge to competitors across the country. Saying, I'll take on anyone to prove that I should be reality of wrestling champion. Oh my goodness, look at the strength.
Enrique Jackson.
Oh! Choke slam. Count to 100. 1, 2. It's academic.
Sean Studd disposed of. Why is he wagging his finger? You did your job, champ.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in 210 pounds, Scotty Santiago.
Well, it looks like Sean Studd's pulling double duty here.
He's got a little extra energy.
Well, the thoroughbred barely broke a sweat against his first competitor. And this may be a first in reality of wrestling. A doubleheader, courtesy of the second generation giant.
Oh man, just shoves him to the ground. Oh, swing and a miss. Oh, wow. Nice couple right elbows there to the big man's jaw. He's getting fired up. Oh!
He is the son of a man who went face-to-face with Andre the Giant at a WrestleMania. And right now, he is showing the Row Nation just how incredibly dominant he can be. A second choke slam. The cover here, count to 100 once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Sean Studd.
Well, if it was Sean Studd's intention to send a message that the reality of wrestling heavyweight championship is his goal, this is a heck of a way to do it. Beating not one, but two men back-to-back in the same match this week on the road.
That guy wasn't even here long enough for me to learn his name.
reality of wrestling until the stud gets his title shot. This is what you get. This time, it was 2. Next time, 3. Next time after that, 4. And the time after that, 5. Now can you dig that?
Look, man, we're the best. We finally got our rematch. Stevie Ray always comes through, and after today, we take them straps back.
Team Death Bear. Hey, I know you guys are pumped because in a few minutes you have your rematch for the tag team titles. What are your thoughts going in?
Hey, look, man, hey, my thoughts haven't changed. Our thoughts haven't changed. Never. We've been number 1 since day 1, and yeah, we might have underestimated the Cool a little bit, but that stops tonight. Stevie Ray, he always comes through, and we got our rematch. And Cool, today, when we step in the ring with you, we're taking the straps back, because we're the best that reality wrestling has ever seen. Tell him, Alex.
You know, I'll admit when I'm wrong. I doubted Stevie, just a little. But he came through, he got us our rematch. And, being the master of expert tutelage, he's got a plan. Now you put the mind of Stevie Ray, along with the best tag team in this company.
The best!
You know what that results in? 2-time.
2-time!
2-time! Reality Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Hashtag Death Bear.
Us right now, and he will face X one-on-one in the main event, Brad Gilmore. Like I said, it's been a long road for Rob Barnes. What does he have to do here to overcome the numbers game?
Well, you know what? Honestly, TP, I like what he's doing right here. He's taking the fight to X. He's not waiting. That's the only way to overcome. You don't give Team International a shot to get involved.
Oh, high cross body there from Rob Barnes. Cover, center of the ring, could win it early, but a kick out at 1. That's the psychological advantage that X has.
Oh, man.
Having Gustavo Mendoza in his corner, and look at that.
Look at that, he's holding the back of the neck, TP. I think he got a little stinger there. I said it last time we saw Rob Barnes here on Reality Wrestling. I don't think it was a smart decision to come back. He had to sign a waiver, which means that the company wasn't completely behind the idea.
What X wants to do, slow down the fast-paced offense of Rob Barnes, work on that injured neck. This is definitely personal for Rob Barnes.
Oh, how could it not be? Not only did they try to stop his, wow, nice flying knee. Rob Barnes getting pumped up.
Gustavo Mendoza trying to get involved once again, taunting Rob Barnes.
Knocks him to the outside. Rob Barnes.
And Rob Barnes off the apron, and a drop kick to X.
Drop kick to X.
And Rob Barnes is fired up in our main event this week on the road.
Don't forget, not only did they try to break the neck of Rob Barnes. Wait a minute, wait a minute.
This may have backfired.
Oh, don't turn around, buddy. Oh. Ouch. Him. Oh. Well, let's not forget, not only did they try to end the career of Rob Barnes a few weeks ago, Team International at once, the very first person to ever get his arm broken by Team International is the man who's wielding the chair. The bell's ringing. You can ring it all night.
Oh, wait a minute here. Rob Barnes. Come on, Rob. Not this far. Come on, Rob. Don't do that. Don't do that, Rob.
Come on.
Rob Barnes has snapped. Put it down, Rob.
Don't do it.
is the first athlete to have his arm broken.
Gonna applaud
By
that.
Team International, and it appears as if he may have just broken the arm of Gustavo Mendoza.
Someone get emergent care. Don't clap for that. That man's arm might be broken, might be shattered into multiple pieces.
You guys got your RBF on, man, yet? Not yet. Alright, you gotta get ready for the next show, guys.
We will, for sure.
Alright. Let's up, man. You take your fast.
Thank you.
Rob Barnes, what happened last week?
Alright, look, man, I'm about to hit the gym, so you got 60 seconds. It's pretty easy what happened last week, okay? X and Gustavo, for many times, have tried to take me out. And look, they tried again, and I got the bad head. That's it.
It seemed a little out of character for Rob Barnes, don't you think?
Out of character. Look, I've never claimed to be a saint. Alright? So vengeance isn't really out of my character, okay? That's what it was. Vengeance. Plain and pure. I'm fine with that. I don't think anyone can blame me for that. Okay?
Don't you think there'll be some...
Look, I don't understand why this is controversial. Here's what the headline is. Rob Barnes finally takes out Team International. And how ironic is it that Texas's favorite immigrant is the person to send Team International packing? That's all that matters. Alright? Get my workout, get my gains on.
Thank you for your time.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by La Familia Amy Cristiano and Alex Villarreal. For Chicago, Illinois, weighing at 185 pounds, Jonathan Vega.
Jonathan Vega, flanked by La Familia in action this week on The Reality of Wrestling. La Familia have really been making an impact since arriving on the scene here in the Row. It's a new look and a new attitude for Jonathan Vega.
Representing their Mexican heritage, La Familia.
His opponent from Monterrey, Mexico, weighing at 210 pounds, El Mascara.
Well, you talk about Mexican heritage, you gotta talk about El Mascara, who has been extremely impressive since making his Reality of Wrestling debut, and all of his family back in Mexico have to be excited about how successful he has been since he's come here to Reality of Wrestling, Brad.
I'm not gonna look. I'm not even gonna look. I don't need to say it again.
Feast your eyes on El Mascara.
Everyone knows. No, see, mascara is what you put on your eyes, but we have to see his face in order to see that. Come on. And guess what? He took that mask off. You know what you'd find out? He's Scandinavian.
He is not Scandinavian. He is from Mexico. He is from a prestigious Mexican wrestling family. He has roots. And both La Familia and yourself have been extremely disrespectful in recent months as it regards to El Mascara.
He's not a luchador. You see what he just told me? Aiden Cristiano, this is a man who knows.
Have you seen El Mascara's work in the ring? He's absolutely a luchador. He's one of the best in the world. Springboard. Check that out.
You know how they say, you know, if champagne isn't from Champagne, France, it's just sparkling wine? That's what El Mascara is. He's just sparkling wine. He's not really from Mexico.
El Mascara going to have to overcome the numbers game. Hopefully it doesn't turn on the 3-on-1 matchup here. Impressive maneuver, cover two, and a kick out of springboard moonsault.
I mean, he might not be from Mexico. That was pretty good.
Looks like some great luchador wrestling, if you ask me, Brad Gilmore.
But doesn't luchador just mean wrestler? I took a Spanish class one time.
Cover here, hooks the leg, center of the ring, two. And El Mascara slips out the back door, but Jonathan Vega with some closed fists there. Those are not legal.
You see, they're proud of their Mexican heritage. You know how I know that? They don't need to wear a mask. They want people to see the face of a great, prosperous country like Mexico. And then you got a guy.
Side slam from Jonathan Vega. Cover here. Forearm across the face will not be enough to get a 3 count. A kick out from El Mascara.
Then you got a guy who's afraid to expose himself.
Have you ever heard of tradition afraid to expose himself? This is tradition. It's part of his roots. It's part of his heritage. Snapmare. Irish whip off the ropes and a drop kick to the head. Jonathan Vega impressive here. Cover again too. Kick out from El Mascara.
Look, here's the beef. And I think I can speak for La Familia on this. It's not that his wrestling is bad. It's not the fact that he expresses the luchador style. He's fantastic. El Mascara's fantastic inside the ring. He's just not who he claims to be.
That's ridiculous. You know what that sounds like? It sounds like a conspiracy theory. That's what it sounds like. Do you have any evidence to support that?
He's like Pastor Mark Burns. Says he graduated from college. Never happened.
Ridiculous.
You sound like you're a Mascara surrogate.
I am a fan of great wrestling, thank you very much.
You can be a fan of him all you want to. Like I said, I like him, he's good. He's just Scandinavian.
Mascara trying to turn the tables here. Irish whip reversal. Handspring into an elbow. Nicely done from El Mascara. Tilt-a-whirl into a backbreaker. Mascara turning up the heat. Another backbreaker. And Jonathan Vega needs a breather. He may need a chiropractor as well after this. Mascara, cannonball. And a springboard crossbody over the top rope.
Keep it in the ring. Come on now. See what I have to deal with.
Up top, crossbody rolls through. Jonathan Vega cover 2 and a kick out at the last moment. Excellent reversal from Jonathan Vega.
Come on, Rev, count faster. Spanish is such a fast language. You'd think they'd count faster. Uno, dos, tres. Right?
I'm not even going to answer that.
Oh! We have to say that. He was using illegal elbows inside of the head.
Innovative maneuver right there from El Mascara as he heads back to the top rope once again. And sending a message to Aiden Cristiano as well. Mascara shooting star press and he connects cover 1, 2, 3.
When you see your vision so clearly, it's amazing how you can just bring it to life. Just like when you can see your dreams so clearly, it's inevitable that you're going to reach them. Flying over all obstacles, overcoming injury, battling competition after competition, it didn't matter because the picture was already painted. So fate has already been decided. And I am now living my childhood dream as Reality of Wrestling heavyweight champion. And just as hard as it was to climb that mountain and capture the championship, it's gonna be 10 times harder to take it from me.
Every time he goes ready to finish, he sets up a picture. Need you write that down?
Rex Andrews.
Second, need you write that down, okay? He sets it up.
Rex Andrews.
What? What?
Wondering if you heard about Abel Andrew Jackson's challenge for your television title.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I heard about Abel's challenge. And, you know, if I'm being honest, I would have figured that Abel understood his role around here a little bit better by now. I think he would have learned from his past mistakes. But, you know, if he wants to challenge me, if Abel wants a fight, I'll give it to him next week. But after everything that I've been through with this championship, after every single person that I've put down, the last thing I'm worried about is Abel Andrew Jackson. Guy's a joke. We're done. Go. Go. Play that again.
Recently at one of our live events at the World Gym Arena, the Pride, with Kid Ransom by his side, took on Brian Keith, with both men trying to move up the reality of wrestling ranking system.
We know what, TP, I can't believe that I'm going to say this, but I actually like what the Pride has been doing as of late. He's got even a nastier attitude than he has in the past, and all he wants to do is win and reclaim a championship in reality of wrestling.
It's also a great opportunity for Brian Keith to erase that bad taste that he has in his mouth from the end of that rivalry with Rex Andrews, which saw Rex Andrews retain the Reality of Wrestling Television Championship. But one thing that hasn't changed, Brad, the fastest kicks in the South. Cover here for Brian Keith, 2, and a kick out from the Pride.
You know, the Pride is willing to do whatever it takes to win a match, but Brian Keith, he's got to get a big victory here tonight if he wants to move up in the Reality of Wrestling rankings. And here's what I mean, TP. I kind of like this attitude.
The Pride trying to set an example, if you will, for his friend. But will Kid Ransom stay the course? Will Kid Ransom remain the president of Ransom Nation? I hope that the Pride doesn't rub off on him right there, but look at that, Brian Keith lays him out, cover 2, almost got him.
Last second, Pride gets a shoulder up. Oh, up and over. Well, his new attitude hadn't done anything for his IQ.
Kid Ransom trying to help up his friend, the Pride, right now, but look at this, Brian Keith. Oh, and he inadvertently struck Kid Ransom with that kick.
Oh, he's apologizing to Mama Ransom. The Pride comes and just runs him down. Uh-oh.
Oh, wait a minute. Kid Ransom's mother getting involved, saying, do the right thing. This is not what you should be doing, kid.
Kid Ransom almost lost his cool. He and the Pride have a little bit of words right there. Oh. Brian Keith nails the Pride out of nowhere.
A big kick right to the back of the head. Can he roll him over? The dead weight of the Pride right there. The cover here. 1, 2, 3, and Brian Keith is victorious.
I mean, Kid Ransom may have been the downfall of the Pride in that match. Pride had his eyes on Kid Ransom and Mama Ransom, and turns around and eats a super kick.
Well, Brian Keith is victorious, and he's back to his winning ways. Brian Keith is moving up the ranking system, but the Pride and Kid Ransom, they have some things to figure out.
Hey, Brian Keith, hey, I wanted to apologize for Pride. You know, he's a little hard-headed. He does his own thing. I can't make any excuses for him. What's with the hand, Hoss?
Save it.
Save what?
Just save it, all right? You've been hanging out with Pride. You guys been buddy-buddy recently. You know what? Birds of a feather, they flock together, Ransom.
What?
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You want to hang out with Pride? You want to do what Pride does?
Where's this coming from?
Ransom.
Where's this coming from,
Ransom,
Hoss?
let me finish. I don't think you're welcome around here anymore, all right?
What do you mean I'm not welcome around here?
We don't want you in this locker room anymore.
You don't want me in this locker room anymore. You don't want me in this locker room anymore.
You gonna hang out with Pride? We don't need you around here.
All right, Hoss. All right.
Brendan Sky. I couldn't help but notice that you've returned. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty upset. I was pretty upset that you didn't come back to us. Legion is your home. That's not what I'm thinking too much anymore. We don't need you, Sky. I don't need you one bit. Because just like a Hydra, you cut one head off, more will take its place. We don't need you anymore. We are still Legion. And we are still many.
JJ Blake, Reality Wrestling. Next week, your rematch has been granted, and you will be facing E Snow for the Reality Wrestling Championship.
Next week, the Road Championship, man. Next week, the Road Championship, E Snow and JJ Blake, the rematch. And I'm telling you, E Snow, it's time to let it go. You had your nice little run, and I stressed the little part, but it's cool. You get to sleep with the belt, you get to lift the belt, you get to take a shower with the belt, you get to take the belt out to dinner, you got to do all these things with the Road Championship. You got to live it and hold it for a brief second to keep it warm for me. So E Snow, congratulations. But next week, you will be champion no more. Don't miss it. Make sure you're tuning in to CW39. Make sure you're on the YouTube. Make sure you're everywhere. Make sure you don't miss this because history is going to be made. And I'm going to be the next Reality of Wrestling champion. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, see, there it is right there. I can see it. It's going to be dynamite.
Reality of Wrestling Nation, your tag team champions, Keeper Bartek, Cameron Cole, the Cool. We've been having a little fun lately. We've been celebrating these tag team championships because we beat Death Bear a couple weeks ago, but we've been hearing some things lately about a fluke. Fluke this, fluke that, fluke everything. Doug Fluky. Whatever. Regardless, the rematch is today, boys. You want to bring it, then bring it. You have all the shenanigans in the book. Stevie Ray, Alex Reigns, Ryan Davidson. You got it, we got it too. The rematch, you want to call us a fluke? Well, Kiefer, what do you think of that? What do you think of them calling us a fluke?
Listen, we got nothing but respect for Ryan. We got nothing but respect for Alex. We got nothing but respect for Stevie Ray and Stevie Ray Incorporated. However, they don't have respect for us. So today, we will show them why we are not a fluke and why we are Reality Wrestling Tag Team Champions, baby. Man buns and title.
Welcome back to the row. Matt Topolsky alongside Brad Gilmore. Brad, it's been a crazy week so far. We've seen Sean Studd defeat not one, but two competitors. And coming up next, the Reality of Wrestling tag team titles are up for grabs. Let's break it down. It's Stevie Ray Incorporated. It's the Expert Tutelage. It's Team Death Bear versus the new champions, the Cool, Cameron Cole and Bartek. Your thoughts?
My thoughts are, Cameron Cole and Bartek have to prove to the world that they did not slip on the banana peel. They didn't get lucky. They beat Team Death Bear and they beat them fair and square. But Stevie Ray, the Expert Tutelage, the Zen Master of Stevie Ray Incorporated, will be at ringside, and that's going to make all the difference in my opinion.
That matchup is for the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Championships, and it's next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, the challengers, accompanied by Stevie Ray, at the light weight of 465 pounds, a team of Alex Reigns and Ruthless Ryan Davidson.
Well, these two known collectively as Team Death Bear, a part of Stevie Ray Incorporated, the former, and really the true tag team champions.
Well, former tag team champions, I absolutely agree. Your second statement, I couldn't disagree more, Brad Gilmore. The Cool more than proved that they deserve to be Reality of Wrestling tag team champions, but the former champions get their rematch right now.
Their opponents at a combined weight of 300 pounds, they are the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the team of Barca and Cameron Cole, the Cool.
The Reality of Wrestling tag team division sure looks different. You know what? It looks cool. Cameron Cole and Bartek have turned the tag team division upside down when they captured the Reality of Wrestling tag team titles at the Summer of Champions. Oh, Bartek puts a nice filter on that, Brad. A few weeks ago on Reality of Wrestling TV, Stevie Ray was tossed out of the building.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to talk about. Thank you for reminding me of my excellent point that I had prepared before this match started. Stevie Ray was kicked out of the match for no reason at all. Wait, let me finish. No reason at all. Stevie Ray gives these two men expert tutelage. What do you think would have happened to Mike and Scotty if Bill Jackson, the Zen Master, wasn't courtside to talk them up when they needed it the most?
There's nothing wrong with Stevie Ray being courtside, but there's a big problem when he gets on the court and interjects in the matchup, and that's exactly what he did a few weeks ago, and that's why he was tossed out of the World Gym Arena.
He was being a gentleman. He was helping somebody up. He slipped and fell. He was helping him up. Oh, Bartek, though, off to a hot start. But you gotta think, the contemptible consultant Stevie Ray, the mastermind of Stevie Ray Incorporated, the man who's the emperor of expert tutelage. You think that he has something special planned. I gotta think he's got a nice strategy for his clients to regain the championships.
Well, the Cool not only have to retain those tag team titles to prove it to themselves, they have to prove it to the Row Nation as well that it wasn't a fluke a few weeks ago here on the Row. This is a heck of a way to start your tag team reign by defending the titles against Team Death Bear.
Haas from Huntsville, Alex Reigns, the Bear, the ruthless one, ruthless Ryan Davidson.
Nice arm drag right there from Cameron Cole, the cool kid from Santa Clara, California, who can now call himself a tag team champion.
Go blind tag, Ryan Davidson. Here's the thing. Team Death Bear might not have been a tag team for as long as the Cool has, okay? Maybe they didn't train together. Maybe they didn't come up together the way Bartek and Cameron Cole did. But they came up on their own, and they were,
come on, Stevie Ray once again interjecting himself in the matchup.
Bartek, why'd you trip? Slippery when wet.
Meanwhile, in the ring, Ryan Davidson taking advantage of the situation. Double team maneuver here. Very impressive from Team Death Bear.
Inverted 3D right there. Ryan Davidson is
cover here to win the tag team titles. One. Broken up at 1.5 by Bartek.
I think Bartek was just there for like an insurance policy. He's not the legal man.
Ryan Davidson and Alex Reigns' first title reign, considerably shorter than they had hoped. The Cool have gotten into their head.
Give him another one. Oh, man.
The Cool have proven that they belong. They're the tag team champions, but they face two incredible veterans in this main event. Both are former champions in their own right, respectively, both in the tag team division and in singles competition.
Tag in, and Cameron Cole's got to he's got to be worn out. He's got to be beaten down. Uppercut after uppercut, big boot, chops to the chest. knife-edge chops to the chest. And what I was saying earlier, these two might not have come up together and trained together, but Stevie Ray saw something in both of them that thought, man, these guys can make a killer tag team because they're so great in individual competition. Guess what? They won the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Championships quicker than any other team in history until the Cool.
That's an excellent point. I can't believe it.
All I spit is facts. Facts only.
Facts only, really.
You know who told me that? Jay-Z. He tweeted me. Look it up. It's real.
Well, right now, Ryan Davidson firmly in control of this matchup. Cameron Cole needs to make a tag. Death Bear have cut this ring in half.
Cut it in half.
A sit-out, slam, cover here, 2, and a kick-out.
First of all, Stevie Ray being there, you're right. It is an unfair advantage because he's smarter than the Cool. He's more cunning than the Cool. He knows more than the Cool. He's a veteran of over a quarter of a century. It's unfair just his presence out here. I agree with you there. But getting involved physically, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, of course. Of course. Well, right now, Cameron Cole attempting to make a tag. Here comes Alex Reigns. And Alex Reigns stops it dead in its tracks.
Bartek, he just can't keep from falling off of that ring apron.
The former champions.
But TP, let me ask you this. The Cool is in a must-win situation. Wouldn't you agree? If they don't win, they just prove to the world it was a fluke.
I don't know necessarily if they prove to the world that it was a fluke.
They're great.
They're in the ring against two incredible athletes, two of the best the Reality of Wrestling has to offer. A win here, I think, would only further prove that the Cool definitely belong. Super kick there from Cameron Cole. Can he make a tag?
Look, Misha Tate slipped on a banana peel and beat Holly Holm. 5th round, UFC, right? Next title defense, loses it. Where's Misha Tate now? My question is, they're great competitors, of course, but I think they got lucky. If they lose, where does that leave? That's all I'm saying.
Well, right now, Bartek is going to work in there. Tosses Alex Reigns out.
Oh man, Alex Reigns. He looked like he might have been knocked cold, falling off that ring apron. Bartek.
Flying forearm in the corner. Bartek showing that strength. Look at that. Oh no. And the referee inadvertently hit right there from Ryan Davidson.
Junior referee Blondie took a hit.
Spear, middle of the ring.
That's got to be it. If he can cover him, that's all. That's all.
The referee is down. 1, 2, 3. This matchup is over. This matchup should be over.
Stevie Ray on the apron, but the referee is down. It doesn't matter. He can count to 1,000,000.
Oh! And Bartek just cleaned Stevie Ray's clock.
And what did Stevie Ray do to deserve that?
He got on the ring apron. He went where he didn't belong. Wait a minute.
Davidson driver. Davidson driver.
Blind tag. Here comes Cameron Cole. Super kick from Cameron Cole and connects flush.
Well, Ryan Davidson took a powder too. Cameron Cole, the only one standing up in this entire match.
One half of the Cool dives through the ropes to the outside and takes out Death Bear. This is your main event on the road for the tag team titles.
Well, you know what? I saw it that time, and it was well-deserved.
Well-deserved. Oh, come on! Oh, and Stevie Ray just slammed Cameron Cole on the outsider's concrete under there. There is concrete under that mat.
Hey, TP, there's an old phrase, don't bark up a tree that you can't get down. And that's what they did with Stevie Ray.
Stevie Ray interjecting himself in yet another title match. The official was down. He didn't see it. Come on, not this way. Not this way. Not this way. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, and new Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Alex Reigns and Ruthless Ryan T.
music.
What's Booker doing out here?
I think he saw in his monitor exactly what we just saw.
Well, the boss looks like he has something to say. All due respect to Booker T, but we just had champions crowned. New tag team champions, 2-time.
Two-time tag team champions, huh?
Feel the power.
I tell you what, I'm not gonna come out here and complain about how it went down. Everybody saw it. Everybody in here knows exactly what happened. Stevie Ray putting his nose in business that don't concern him.
These are his clients, Book.
So I tell you what, next month, the tag team championship will be put on the line inside the steel cage.
Oh my goodness! A tag team title steel cage match!
What? Wait, that means... What?
Oh yeah! And Stevie Ray, you can take off that night. You won't be needed.
2-on-2! The way the tag team titles should be decided. It will happen in a steel cage in a few weeks here on the road. Breaking news from the owner, the president of Reality of Wrestling, Booker T. But as it stands right now, Team Death Bear are two-time Reality of Wrestling tag team champions.
They're tied for the most reigns in Reality of Wrestling tag team championship history. Y'all, he's getting fired up.
He is the son of a man who went face-to-face with Andre the Giant at a WrestleMania. And right now, he is showing the Row Nation just how incredibly dominant he can be. A second choke slam. The cover here, count to 100 once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Sean Studd.
Well, if it was Sean Studd's intention to send a message that the Reality of Wrestling Heavyweight Championship is his goal, this is a heck of a way to do it. Beating not one, but two men back-to-back in the same match this week on the road.
That guy wasn't even here long enough for me to learn his name.
Reality of Wrestling, until the stud gets his title shot, this is what you get. This time, it was 2. Next time, 3. Next time after that, 4. And the time after that, 5. Now can you dig that?
Opening a challenge to competitors across the country, saying I'll take on anyone to prove that I should be Reality of Wrestling champion. Oh my goodness, look at the strength.
Enrique Jackson.
Oh! Choke slam. Count to 100. 1, 2. It's academic.
Sean Studd disposed of. Why is he wagging his finger? You did your job, champ.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in 210 pounds, Tony Santiago.
Well, it looks like Sean Studd's pulling double duty here.
He's got a little extra energy.
Well, the thoroughbred barely broke a sweat against his first competitor. And this may be a first in Reality of Wrestling. A doubleheader, courtesy of the second generation Giant.
just shoves him to the ground. Oh, swing and a miss. Oh, wow. Nice couple right elbows there to the big man's.
The tag team titles are up for grabs and so much more this week on The Reality of Wrestling.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Washington, D.C., weighing at 300 pounds, he is the thoroughbred Sean Studd.
The second generation giant, the son of Big John Studd, the thoroughbred, and a man who recently has sent a clear message to the Reality of Wrestling roster and the Row Nation that he is here for a championship and nothing less.
Hey, and he deserves it. I'm going to be honest with you. This guy deserves it. He's got the size, he's got the ability, he's got the strength. Today he has a very big challenge.
Weighing in 185 pounds, Reed Jackson.
Look at that. Look at Mr. Jackson right there. I'm telling you, I mean, these two match up physically.
Do you need glasses? Are you wearing contacts right now?
Well, I do have a slight astigmatism.
Little fuzzy in here for you?
Those lights are bright, TP. I think this is fair. I like this. This is good.
Well, Sean Studd has asked for this. An invitational, an exhibition, if you will, for Sean Studd. Oh my goodness! A Davidson driver! And you know what comes next, Brad?
455!
The Reality of Wrestling, the flagship of Texas wrestling.
You just can't see it anywhere else.
This 15 feet in the air! Brian takes him up top! Oh, look at this! Oh my goodness!
Will testify.
Welcome to the Reality of Wrestling. Matt Topolsky alongside Brad Gilmore for the Row. You grabbed your pen this time, Brad. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special edition of the Row this week because the Reality of Wrestling tag team titles are up for grabs. It's a new era. We have a new heavyweight champion and we have new tag team champions in the Cool. They defend those titles against Team Death Bear, Brad.
Team Death Bear, an amazing tag team. The Cool, definitely impressive, but the wild card is always Stevie Ray.
Absolutely. And we have to take a look back, recap, if you will, what has happened with Rob Barnes taking out X. We've never seen this side of Rob Barnes before. And in addition to that, he broke Gustavo Mendoza's arm. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we can officially confirm that Gustavo Mendoza's arm was not just broken, it was shattered.
Absolutely. But we're going to get to the action and we're not going to waste any more time.
Got our rematch. Stevie Ray always comes through, and after today, we take them straps back.
Team Death Bear. Hey, I know you guys are pumped because in a few minutes you have your rematch for the tag team titles. What are your thoughts going in?
Hey, look, man. Hey, my thoughts haven't changed. Our thoughts haven't changed. Never. We've been number one since day one, and yeah, we might have underestimated the Cool a little bit, but that stops tonight. Stevie Ray, he always comes through, and we got our rematch. And Cool, today, when we step in the ring with you, we're taking the straps back. Because we're the best the Reality Wrestling has ever seen. Tell them, Alex.
You know, I'll admit when I'm wrong. I doubted Stevie, just a little. But he came through, he got us our rematch. And being the master of expert tutelage, he's got a plan. Now you put